was sitting at home having a nice little Chinese dinner, and wouldn't you know, the phone rang. So I went over to get it, and it was people from California who wanted me to go to Los Angeles to play a convention, just solo bass. And I said, sure, I'll go. And we started to negotiate, how much do you want? I said, $10,000. And they said, how's 500? Oh, I said, 7,500. They said, 500. Well, we finally settled for 500, and I got to the airport, and I wanted to go to Los Angeles. I didn't want to. So there I was, and they bought me a first-class ticket, and there I am sitting in first class eating a hamburger of all things. Imagine that. And I'll tell you the rest later. Take my seat aboard the plane, and what is this I see? Leonard Bernstein comes aboard and sits right next to me. First class New York to LA, some things just work out right. I'll be sitting next to Leonard Bernstein this whole flight. Maybe I should just act like I do not recognize him. Be real cool and do my best not to antagonize. Now we're rolling down the runway, next stop is L.A. I am nonchalant like I'd ride next to Lenny every day. Naturally I turn to him against my own advice. Introduce myself and find that Lenny's very nice. Soon we start to chat and drink and talk about our lives. We talk about our children and our wives. What a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to L.A. Soon we're chatting, drinking, talking like the very best of pals. Talking music, life, art, death, and root canals. Now he's interrupting me, but really that's okay. 'Cause he's a lovely fellow and he's got a lot to say. I recite some songs I wrote, he recites them back. For poetry and music, he seems to have a knack. He tells me that his new show closed and now he's feeling beat, and he's not used to dealing with defeat. But what a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to L.A. He does the London Times crossword, 10 minutes and he's through. Does the puzzle with his pen, I do not have a clue. What an intellectual but a warm and friendly guy. We talk about the world below as we sail through the sky. Finally I feel the airplane starting to descend, and I know this lovely day is coming to an end. Put our trays and seat backs up just like you're supposed to do. Land and bid my friend a fond adieu. But what a lovely fellow, what a lucky day. Me and Lenny side by side, New York to L.A. What a lovely fellow though, really, I must say. I've not heard from Lenny since I left him in L.A. Not a blessed word from Lenny since I left him in L.A. In L.A. In